How's it going, everybody? As promised, I'm back with tonight's postgame report. I'm not in the best moods, and you'll understand why. The bleeding has to stop now. Coming off a tough loss against the Minnesota Timberwolves and return of all-star point guard Darius Garland, the Cavs look to right the ship against the Hornets, but that did not happen. As frustration boiled over for head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, as he was ejected as the team laid an egg, losing to the Hornets 119 to 98. For Charlotte, Terry Rozier led the way with 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kelly Oubre added 19 points and 5 assists. Miles Bridges added 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. PJ Washington had 12 points and 3 rebounds. Montrezl Harrell, off the Charlotte bench, had 11 points and 9 rebounds. And Isaiah Thomas, making his team debut, had 10 points and 5 rebounds. For the unfortunate Cleveland Cavaliers, they only had 3 players in double figures this evening, as Darius Garland led all scores in his return with 33 points and 4 assists. Jared Allen put together yet another solid game, 18 points and 11 rebounds, and Lauri Markkanen, who injured his knee in the third quarter but did in fact return, added 12 points and 5 rebounds. Their next game is against James Harden, Joel Embiid, and the Philadelphia 76ers in Philly at 7 p.m. Eastern on Bally Sports Ohio and NBA League Pass. And finally, let me discuss why the Cavs got blown out. A lack of scoring punch. This team, or any team in the NBA for that matter, cannot win with just 3 guys in double figures. It's pretty simple. The three-point shot is lethal. Benches are deeper than ever before. In fact, the Hornets bench tonight scored 50-plus points on the Cavs bench, or the Cavs tonight, which is unacceptable. I can't think of any other word than that. Also, why? A lack of a three-point response. The Cavs shot a terrible 10 for 31, which is 32%, while the Hornets shot 17 for 38, which is a solid 44.7%. And finally, the lack of defensive intensity for 48 minutes. This has been a trend if you've been watching the Cavs on League Pass as of late. The Cavs must clean this up now, because defense is what wins them games, not offense, not putting up 120 points on teams. It's their defense. And that needs to clean up now, because the Cavs are facing a really tough stretch here against teams like the Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors, Miami, Chicago, and so many more. The Cavs have, I believe, including tonight, 16 games in the month of March, which is a lot of basketball that is coming your way on this YouTube channel. But again, the Cavs must clean this up, and it has to come now, because this bleeding has to stop, because if it doesn't, the Cavs could be in jeopardy of playing in the play-in tournament, where this team does not deserve to be, based on the fact they've played so well this year. The good news is Darius Garland is back. Karis LeVert is on his way back. So again, the Cavs will get yet another body back in the rotation here fairly soon, but you can't use injuries as an excuse. The biggest problem I see with this team right now is a lack of defensive intensity for 48 minutes, which this team was awesome at to start the year, but now it's just not there for all 48 minutes. And that's causing the Cavaliers to give up 100 plus points in, in a lot of their games recently, and that must change moving forward. And for those of you who may think that I'm going to leave the Cavs, I've got no choice. I love this young core they have. I love the future. I'm a big fan of the city of Cleveland, a place where I can see myself living and working if this dream does, in fact, become a reality for me. But for those of you thinking, the Cavs have lost 4 or 5 out of 6, he's gonna go, blah blah blah. I'm not going anywhere. This is tough, but every team struggles like this at some point of the season. Is it a really bad time to be struggling in the NBA, no matter what conference you're in right now? Yes, especially the Eastern Conference, but I truly believe I think this was a wake-up call this evening for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I think that this ship will be righted in no time, and it starts against a very tough opponent in the Philadelphia 76ers. Again, you can tune into that game on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Bally Sports Ohio. And with that, I'll see you all very, very soon. And by the way, all my social media links are down in the tree link below. And like the video, share the video, and subscribe.